Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We have 520 people online. All right, we are here at New Fusionia. The beautiful valley it is. I don't have distant horizons on, so I know it's kind of hard to take a look at a distance to kind of see around. You'll get to see quite a few things. Um, anyways, as it loads in here, this is kind of like the core or the center of New Fusionia. It's surrounded by high peaks. There's peaks there, there's peaks there, there's peaks over there. And there's this valley in here. Off that direction is our farms. We have a bunch of industrial farms being built. We've got LZ building some stuff on this peak. I'm going to be building all over the place. But, anyways, it's a humble beginning. But we've got what we need to have some exciting fun. Um, I've talked a little bit about it on some previous episodes, um, but Fusionia is going to be made up of different areas. We're thinking of, this is the farm area. This desert biome here, we're thinking of eventually building a giant volcano. Not sure. The deep forests over here, a big tree type city. We're going to do something with the mushroom islands up there. Um, we're also going to do something with the cherry biome here as well. And I'm sure other things will happen. Um, I was thinking, this area or possibly the area below the volcano could be a good pirate cove type thing. Um, you know, we're going to have some fun. But today we're going to start building. So I built this over here. We'll just come over here. As kind of an example, I've been experimenting of the build style that I'm going to go for at least the valley, because there'll be different build styles. So we've got stone here. Notice we're not using deep slate this time. Ah, yay! We'll use some, but we're not going to be dependent on trying to mine out deep slate. So we've got stone blocks, which we've got an awesome generator that Woody has built so that we can make stone. Bone blocks, and then some andesite, which we'll have to mine. We're a little short on andesite. Then, of course, we've got the tree farm so that we can get the warped stems and the crimson stems to make the wood. So, this is our design, or what I'm going for anyways, at least for the look. Dark oak, troublesome. I need to look up if there's an actual farm you can build for dark oak. I'm not sure. Otherwise, we've got a lot of there's numerous forests we can cut down dark oak and plant and whatnot. Inside, I got a neat little design here. I had scaffolding here, that's why there's the hole, and a second floor. So I don't have the flooring in. I haven't decided on the look and feel. I was experimenting. This is too short. It doesn't fit. I think we need to take this and go higher and change it up and stuff. But I was trying to think of, well, how do I want to do the insides and whatnot. Um, but I tried to be as detailed as possible in putting little, buttons and signs and fences and gates and different things in places. Doing the little curved roof, outwards with the little arch things. I think that turned out really nice. Um, so yeah, that is the basic design I'm going to be going for. Excuse me, Mr. Plant, you're too high. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to take this with us. Boom. Let's come up here really quick. Looks like we have a beautiful sunset. I like the shader that I'm using. It gives these nice shadows. They get longer as the sun goes down, and you can see your shadow. Hello, everybody. It's a decent shader, and it performs well. It's not intense. All right. Let me see. No, no, no. Yes. 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 I'm trying to see, just recall what's in all of these. And yes, okay. Cool. So let me pull out a mix here. So we've got our mossies, cracked, and then regular, and then some chiseled. All right, we'll start with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the foundations of some of these other structures around in different places so that I can kind of map out where we want to put stuff and whatnot. So let's just get this into place because what we're going to do is there's going to be a number of things. So actually, let's just fly up here. It's nighttime. We might want to wait for day for some stuff. So we are thinking that somewhere along here, I know Mac is going to be building like a temple on this mountain. So that'll be interesting. And of course, we've got LZ building here. Similar, starting to experiment with the similar design of the buildings and stuff. So we'll have to see how that progresses. But you know, part of this is that we want to build these structures, put unique bridges between them, and my goodness, what's going on here? Ping's fine. And kind of make it, look unique, to where you have different structures in a whole village in the valley with wheat fields and all of that. Speaking of which, I should feed my cows really quick. This is a temporary farm. I'm just getting, stocks going for leather. And then just getting sheep going for black wool. We're temporary until we get a farm up. Manual farms can work really good. Right now it's quantity. Breed, breed, my little sheepies. Alright, it'll be interesting if ever the server upgrades to show all the new models that they're using for now in Minecraft with the different cows that are coming out here in April in what, a couple days? Or is it today? No, today's the 2nd, so that'll be interesting. All right, so anyways, so this structure up here on the hill, this was kind of like my practice structure. We'll keep it there, and I'll expand it and whatnot, but I need to think about where to go next, what to do next. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to start up here. I'm not going to build it completely right now because I'm not sure on the design of what I want to use for the bridges and stuff. But off from here, what I want to do is there's going to be a road right here. That's why it's built up against the mountainside. So there'll be a road right here and an entrance. We'll probably take out these blocks so that this is where you would walk in, to that structure specifically. And the road will go that way and the road will go this way. And part of it will go around the mountain along the edge that direction towards those mountains. And then part of it will come down over here and circle down into the valley, down into there. But then also there will be a bridge that'll be right here. That'll go from here over to the mountainside there as well. So that's kind of what I want to work on a little bit right now, is just the path of that and how I want to do it. So I think to start with, what I want is to figure out where to put this. Since we're going to be putting the road right here, I think I can actually have my shovel, right? Actually, I'm going to build with the plane and then I'll come back and fill in where I need to. So I think we're going to come out this direction. We're going to have some stairs that come through here. So let me think about how we want to do that. We would want two wide. We'll probably fill that hole in. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and there'll be an edge here. We'll have to design. So that means we probably want to take this out and do the two there. Do we want to continue it down, or no? This will be the lower path that we're gonna go this direction. So I kind of want to I think if we were to come here, and then this is where this path goes down. Now I gotta decide, do I want 2 or 3? If I did a 3, say, I mean, this is the wall of the path. It's not the actual path. I'm trying to decide how many blocks do I want in between each level. Like here I've got 2 levels, so that means I might put like a slab, a stair, regular block. Okay, yeah, so we need to make some changes. In fact, just temporarily, so that I can measure it properly. I'm going to put the cracked and that away for a moment. We're just going to use this stone right here. So this is just to kind of see. This is not what the path is going to be made out of. But I need to plan out how this would be. Like if this is the top, I could do a stair. That. Then I could do, this would be a full block, right? Yeah. I could do another full block, a stair, that, another full block, a stair, this, that, that, and then the full block. So that would be my path. So that tells me where I can put the edge here of the walls. So I would want to do that. How much would I want for each section? Basically, I want it to... Would it be a 2? Because that would be like that. So it would be like this. So this, I mean, this obviously will do decorative here, but this would be 2. We would need to go 3 here like that. So 3 blocks, 3 blocks. Technically, if we're going to continue it, 3 blocks. Okay, so that tells me, you know, the edge that I needed to figure out. It's going to be 3 wide. All right, that makes sense. So from here, if I'm going to drop down, then I would have, we would go to there. I would have 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, and so on, to come down into the valley here. Now, I'm not going to make all the roads straight. I do want to put character into the place. All right, so there, that gets me this initial that just comes down into this valley, and then we can curve it around to where we want it to go. Now, how wide do I want the pathways to be? I think I'm going to go for 5 wide, at least for the main ones. So that would mean that I do this. Okay, cool. We'll fill in all the gaps and stuff later, but all right, so 3, and then this is my next 3. 3, 3, and 3. Right, we're still even. Yes. Okay. Oh, whoops. Take you out. You're in the wrong spot. There we go. So that is that little section. All right, excellent. So I want to keep this same height. And I want to come over here. Probably right. I think about right here. This is where I'm going to be putting the bridge, this end of the bridge. All right, so that goes there to do. Oops, I've miscounted somewhere. Oh, okay, I see. All right, excellent. So that gets me my. Just gonna stick this here for now, just so I know that this is where it's going to be at. Cool. All right, and then of course we can continue on. And what I want to do also is that, like from where we come out here, be a main path, and then I'm going to do a side one that kind of goes out at an angle right here. So I mean, we'll do this because I want it won't be 5 wide. This will be like a 3 wide one. But it's going to come out here to other structures and stuff. It's going to kind of like circle over here to the side, and then we'll do some structure, another like structure here, another structure on the side over here, and whatnot. So we'll have to clear this out and whatnot so that we can do that, and it'll kind of like run along the side, in a 3 wide path going that direction, and then this one will continue straight through, and then it'll circle around the side of the hill and whatnot. So I think that's gonna look really nice. So let's take this then. I need to take these out. Probably should get some more torches so that as I'm doing this and moving along and creating like the pathways and stuff, I can put in stuff. So this will be the edge. We'll have to decide how we want to do the the goodies. I've got a hole here to fill. We need to put torches down there too, so that stuff doesn't spawn. Alright, so from here, we're going to circle around the side of the hill. So part of it's going to be cut into the hill. And then we're going to come out this way. I don't want to cut up a lot into the hill, because that always looks kind of awkward. You have to have them giant stone walls or whatever to hold back the hillside or whatever. And then we'll circle in like this. So, you know, I want the, like, this path to be kind of like natural along the side of the hill. And then as later on, we can build structures and stuff along the edge. Like this here would be a perfect spot where I can put like a waterfall coming down and then running down that way and into the little valley that way. And so there'd be like a little bridge here that goes over the little stream. See, I mean, haha, oh, we're designing now, we're thinking. That is the vision. And don't worry, we're still gonna have some massive structures in this build. Or in New Fusionia. You know, I think that was one of the things I'm sure that people were impressed with. I'm going, man, my goodness, building such a huge thing. How can you do that on 2B2T? Although it happens all the time, right? Most of the time it's just giant platforms in the sky to put logos, which, okay, yeah, all right. Okay, so let me see. We're going to go around this way, the path. Yeah, so I think the road will continue around like that, but I think this is another great area where here we'll have it come out and we'll do a bridge from here to the hillside there as well. So we'll stick this in so that we know, hey, there's going to be a bridge here. I need to go get torches before we continue this journey, because otherwise, yeah, we're gonna be hurting. We got a lot of torches. I probably need to spend like a day, the daytime, and torch up more of this entire area. I mean, torch up the hillsides, torch up the entire valley. You know, I mean, honestly. So that way when we're building and stuff, we're not going to be harassed constantly by mobs. Yeah, I need to get some torches down there as well. Then we can fill this up a little bit here, so that, because we're going to be putting the road here anyways. So we'll just kind of put some blocks down here to fill this. Keep that open for now. All right. that is a good start. Then we're going to want to do the same thing through here. In fact, I think we'll come up one block right there onto this so that we can make our path along here. Yeah. Cool. All right. We have, oh, our inventory must be full. Well, of course it is, because we filled it up with blocks that we're not using yet. Since we're not building the bridges or anything yet. Let's find some coal. Excuse me. Well, that's a little bit. No, I have a full shulk. Where is it? Oh, it's out at the... Alright, well, it's nighttime anyways, so let's fly out here to the farms. I have a full shulk of coal blocks out here that I thought was obsidian, and then, oh, well, this isn't obsidian. So, let's grab that. Take a look at the farms out here, too. Progress made. You've seen some of it, but not all of it. We'll stop by Woody's farm first. You did a really good job. It has the option to get only cobble, or you can have stone, or you can have smooth stone, and you just flip switches to do that. Basically, he took the design that I had built. Whee! There we go. And he changed it. So, like, this turns on all the carpet tubers. This one determines if you want smooth stone or if you want just cobble and stone. And then this starts it. So a really, really neat, clean design there. The actual generator is there, and then it all just feeds into this, so that the way he's got it separated is that it'll turn on certain furnaces. So like if you only want, one stone type or whatever, it'll activate. So like this will do stone only. There we go. Yep. And then if you want smooth stone, it's over on this side. And if you want just cobble, I believe it's this one down here. You can come into all of these and you can get just cobble. And so the lever will actually, it locks the hoppers and the dispensers up there to where it will only take certain paths down the waterway. So really nice, smooth design that he built out, expanding upon the one that I had created on the other base. I mean, the cobble generator is the cobble generator. That's standard. But, doing this piece here with the water pathways, mine was like a ladder way that went down, and he's used a nice flat design. Really good job. So, yeah, we'll have to run it more and fill everything up for when we need it, but we've got infinite resources for stone, smooth stone, all of that. And we'll definitely be using a lot of stone and smooth stone. Then you've seen some of this been expanding. You saw me build out the bamboo farm here. And of course, I still come in too low. Goodness, we'll just do this. And I fell off. Excuse my poor flying habits. There we go. So yeah, we've increased this. Mac and I took one side, he took the other. We were kind of building up as we went. So we've got lots of levels of sugarcane over there to help keep up with our rocket supply. So we've just been building out rockets so that we have a nice supply. But anyways, one of these is coal. There we go. We'll take this back because we don't need it here. And then for now, since I'm just standing AFK right there. That's my alt. Um, I could do it here, and I believe, and the farms will run, but I don't know. I got lazy. I don't need to whack here because this, I just put the soul fire, so it's collecting automatically. They just die right now, and I can take those out. If you stand up there, it spawns everything. So, like, if you're down here, you still get really good rates. Um, and you can either whack for XP or you can just let them die like they are now. Obviously, whacking for XP with a looting sword will get you more um, gunpowder, um, but only the bottom 3 levels spawn because this is an 8 level. It has 8 levels up there, if you recall when we built it. So if you want all 8 levels, you can actually come up this and you can just AFK right here. And all 8 levels will spawn. And the advantage to that is even though you're not whacking with a looting sword, I did a little test, you get a faster rate of gunpowder just by standing up here than you do standing down here and using a looting sword. Like take these off and then just use a looting sword. You get more gunpowder from just AFKing up there and letting them die on the soul fire. So that's good. It gives us options for whatever we may need, right? All right, we're gonna head back. And by then, maybe it will be daytime. Eventually, we'll have roads that come all the way out here. I'm also planning some good aqueducts. I got to figure out where to put those, how I want to do them, and then also some ice highways and rail highways to interconnect everything. So this will be a big area. We'll do our best to keep it undiscovered. So, we'll see. If it lasts 6 months, hey, that'll be great. But if it lasts longer than 6 months, that means we beat our other base, and that'll be even better. Alright, sun's about to come up. So we'll be able to go around and torch things up. Alright, I'm going to work on torching some areas up that we're building the roads along. Plan out some more of the paths. Oh, we got an uninvited guest coming. I did not invite you over here. Sorry, the temple is closed. Yeah, so let me torch some stuff up and plan out some of the other paths and stuff like that. I need some of that. And then I probably need some more wood. Now that we have the tree farm, I don't mind using wood. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're going to have to put some of this back. We do not need all of it. Let me see, I got four stacks. Might as well. This should be a good start on torching the place up. All right. Just because I pulled out a couple torches along here, so we'll just do that. Get these dirt blocks so I can turn them into mud in the future. All right. Yeah. Just throw some. We'll be decorating this edge, but I'll throw some torches down on it so that as we build the road and remove torches in the middle and stuff like that, it'll be good. All right, well, I will be back. I'm going to continue to kind of map out some of the roads like this where I'm going to put them and stuff like that, and torch up the valley as well some more in the hillsides. And then we'll continue. I'm also going to come down in here. Ugh, and fight the endless creepers. You go away, you go away. You're gonna blow up anyways, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. Ow. Listen, you. Would you knock it off? There we go. Alright. Let's get some torches in here before they start respawning more. Here, I said I was gonna be back. Okay, now it's time to eat an apple because of a baby zombie. Because you know how they work. Where'd you go, baby? Did you die? Huh. Here, I thought I was gonna have to hassle a baby zombie. This will be good. He'll just get rid of the spawns. Alright, anyways, we'll be back. Alright, we are back. So, this has taken a while. We spent a lot of time torching more up. The entire valley all the way over there is torched. All that's all torched. The forest there is all torched. All the way into that valley, into these trees. Yeah. Anyways, we've mapped out. So we've got our little mountain road here that goes this way and along this direction, where you saw. These aren't what the bridges will look like, but we've outlined stuff. So, a little bridge with waterfall that's coming out of this cave, that's coming down and going through here and coming in and down into here. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna fill this area here all with water and make a little lake right here. I think that's gonna look good. Maybe extend it so that the lake takes up this as well. And then we've got the path. There'll be another little bridge right here. We can have another waterfall coming down into this area here. That's why I'm thinking I'll extend the lake over here by digging this little area out. We got the big bridge here that goes from there to there. And then the road that'll curve here that goes down the mountain over here. You can tell where the outline is, and even though I didn't put the inside of this one on, but I'm thinking this little area here will be like a village, a small village. It won't be big. And then the surrounding areas in the valley will be wheat fields and other fields and farms and stuff like that. And then in places like up on the hills, like over here and over there and over there and whatnot. And in this area, there'll there'll be more like either temples or little castles or the walled residences, of the richer people overlooking the valley, things like that. That road there, I think, will take up the mountain and then to right about there where my cursor is, a small path that'll take up over to here, with bridges and stuff going across the valleys, and then it'll wind around the mountain and go towards our farm areas. And then I'm thinking I'll take this road. We'll go out through here. This will mainly be farms, a few, things like that. We'll either go up and over that and down that valley, and it can connect to the other side of that over at the ocean. And then, of course, in the future, we can have roads going down these other valleys in different locations. We'll definitely have one going this way because that goes to the Tree City. Yeah, I think this is going to look really cool. So we've got a lot of connections. This one can connect on after that bridge. There'll be a bridge across the canyon there. And so this little one we can connect up before it goes up. I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of fun to build out and stuff. Mapping out kind of like a little plan of the roads will definitely help us out so that we can do some simple stuff and get going. I think one of my next projects is I might build a sample farm somewhere. Not sure where. Um, this little area, I don't want it to be a big city. I just want it simple. So like we'll put in a blacksmith and we'll put in, like a cook shop or a bakery, all of that type of stuff. We'll have some fun with this. Definitely. And then, yeah, the road. I haven't decided what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna use a combination of like the mud bricks. That way, when we transition out into more of the countryside, it's mud and gravel and coarse dirt. I think that would look really good. And then in town would be the mud bricks, mossy or cracked stone bricks. If we could use the tuft bricks, that would look really great. But we got to wait for the server to upgrade. Anyways, yep, that's the plan. That's what we'll do, and we'll figure out the inner design of this. I don't know if this one might just be more of an open temple because of the way it's built. Um, so I don't know if I'll have this here, but I'm still going to experiment with the designs and stuff and take a look at things so that I can make future plans. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed, me rambling along and talking as I was doing different things. Thanks for joining, and we'll continue to build out the vision of New Fusionia. Take care.